What's up? And welcome to Karina's Forte. So much to talk about today. Let's get into it. The streets is talking. Streets is always talking. And honestly, I really hate talking about this administration, but we gotta talk about it. Because every day is something that's just even more unbelievable than it was before, right? So not only did this administration get us they got us added to the human rights watch list, right? For declining civil liberties. For the declining civil liberties, they put us on the watch list. They got us on this watch list that we were never on. First time in history, ever. If anything, we should have been on the watch list for how they treating black people in this country. Let's be clear. To be clear, that's exactly what they're doing. Now, they also regentrified the Border Patrol's app. They had an app, right? And their app was for people who were trying to get into the country legally or whatever. They could sign up through this and they would get callbacks or emails or whatever, right? Do you know they shut that part down, but they added in the part where now you can deport your damn self. You can't make this shit up. They want you to deport yourself because it would be easier. Look, if you are a minority or a person of color that's an immigrant, y'all don't do that shit until the European immigrants do it. When they do it, then you do it. That means ain't nobody gonna do it because they ain't signing up for shit because ain't nobody looking for them. This administration just gets more and more crazy. And yeah, Elon Musk, his stocks is plummeting. In one day, he lost 16 billion with a B, $billion. But yet and still, they got him on Fox News saying, he's just trying to help America be better by cutting Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. What his raggedy ass doesn't know is that every American that works has put money into that. He thinks it's a privilege thing. How? Entitlement. That's what he said. That's the word he used. Not privilege, entitled. Same thing. Entitlement. So it's entitlement for you to have insurance on unemployment. If you're unemployed, why can't you get benefits? You paid into that. Your company paid into that. Like, really? See, he doesn't understand how things work because he comes from South Africa. He's an immigrant and he shouldn't even be in none of our business. And he's trying to destroy and cut all our shit. He better worry about Tesla. You better worry about that 16 billion that he lost. Worry about that, Elon. We don't feel sorry for you. But your buddy, Mr. Trump, does because his silly ass just bought a Tesla. People losing their jobs. This guy's trying to cut things that we need. Veteran benefits, disabilities, people who have disabilities. You gonna take away their money too? He doesn't know what he should be cutting because he doesn't know how our government runs. As a matter of fact, he doesn't know how anybody's government runs. Shit, let's go even further than that. He don't even know how Tesla's running because it ain't. Every company he had, he's running into the ground. Tesla, SpaceX, boom, shit blowing up everywhere. Boom, he having a 4th of July. It is just March. You can't make this up. This is just ridiculous. And we're not even going to talk about what he did to Twitter. You're going to call Twitter X and nobody calls it X. No one. People still call it Twitter. I know he's mad about it. You remember he bought that for $44 billion. And it's worth today $9.8 billion. That's it. I love seeing this because you know what? He deserves everything that's coming for him. That karma is coming for him because once this happens, guess who else going to come after him? I don't think Trump is just sitting there letting this guy just do everything. Yeah, he's letting him do all the shit that can actually, get him deported and put him in jail for the rest of his life. That's what he's doing. And Elon doesn't even understand. But old Trumpster then bought Tesla. He's not going to drive that. He never liked those cars. And then he going to put out a plea. Baby, please. Elon is doing us a favor. But those lunatic leftists, as he would call most of us, he doesn't know Republicans are in there too, because they tired of his ass. But the Republicans he's talking about to help Tesla, hello, are you talking to the same group of people we know? Them poor ass MAGAs? Most of those MAGAs is poor. That's why their education isn't up to par. What you gonna do? They living in the trailer park with 3 teeth in their mouth. And you want them to help you? Good luck with that. They ain't got no money for that. You taking away their insurance, everything. They looking crazy in these streets. They looking at you like they're about to turn on you in a minute because they only could take so much because they're the ones who have benefited from everything. Not us. We haven't benefited at all. It's a lot of DEI hirings. They just not of color. Elon, that's the close he getting to African. You know what I'm saying? Man, let me tell you, all of this stuff you can't even make up. And it's a shame that we actually have to suffer for those people who thought they were doing so great. All of those farmers up there in all those red states, well, 70% are our workers, and you still voted for his ass? 70% of their workers were immigrants, illegal immigrants, and they still voted for him. But the worst thing is the immigrants who were here already that are American citizens, they voted for him to get rid of those people, the new immigrants trying to come in. Make it make sense. They voted against their own best interests. You can't even make this up. I don't even know what to say. I have to keep laughing in order not to cry because it's just ridiculous how crazy that these people are. Everything they're doing, everything they're saying, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And the streets is going to keep on talking. Every time I do this podcast, it's going to be something about them. So just hold on. When I say the streets is talking, it's about them because you can't even make that up. So here, Trump is begging for everybody to support. Elon's going out of his way. He's doing a great job. Of what? He hasn't cut shit that meant anything. The things that he cut, we need. He doesn't know where to cut. I understand if we have to make cuts somewhere, but those are not the places. The 10 things that they had to do with is the elderly that paid into this program. You know what I'm saying? People who were born with disabilities. That's another thing. Blind, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The veterans. People who fought for this country, you want to take away their benefits? Unemployment should have some damn insurance benefits. Like, come on. It's just ridiculous. See, Elon doesn't know how this country runs. He's learning, but at what expense to our country and our people? What detriment? Like I said, I just try to laugh in order not to cry because it's pretty sad when you think about all of this stuff. The street's going to keep talking because this is just ridiculous. People, you can't make this up. So he's begging for us to buy Tesla, but the people he thinks should be buying Tesla, it is not a Republican. Republicans don't like, they don't like Tesla. They would never buy his shit. I'm sorry to tell you. All the people that bought from him were actually on the other side of the coin. All the people he didn't want to, black people, like crazy, we bought that car. Now they're mad and they're trying to get rid of it. Good luck with that, y'all. Because guess what? Streets will keep on talking. All right, now, here's something that's been bothering me for the longest.
So I need to say it with my chest.
I am so exhausted with people talking about shit that's so irrelevant. Anything that happens with any of these entertainers, none of that is benefiting us at all. Let them do their thing. Let them stay with their shit. I don't care. Because now we're talking about Hallie, right? And that little kid, that young man, what's his name? Anthony Edwards. He has 4 children. One he's denying now and doesn't want to pay child support for because he said it was a hit it and quit it. Let's be clear. A hit it and quit it? I don't care if the lady was 50. If you as a man, young man, old man, it doesn't matter. If you have sex unprotected, you are an ass, sir or ma'am. You are asses, both of you. But I noticed that a lot of women are picking Anthony Edwards' side. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I already got a bone to pick with him, how he wasn't raised right because he kind of disrespected the president. No, not Trump, Obama. He should know better. If you're in different circles, change up your tone, young man. Act like you got some damn sense. But to do this, it just shows how young and unintelligent he is. Because, and then I hear all the comments. If a man says he doesn't want to have a kid by you, then, well, that man should make sure he's triple strapped or don't do it. He could have said no. Well, he want to say, yeah, I got that. Well, now she got you. Now they went to court in California and the judge ruled that he didn't have to pay child support. Cool. But Anthony's lives in Georgia. So let's see what Georgia says. Now, Georgia may be a whole different thing and he may really have to pay child support. But if he doesn't, let me tell you, he's going to regret it for the rest of his life because the child didn't ask to be here. I understand you didn't want it, but guess what? If you didn't want it, you shouldn't have did it. At least not raw dog, baby. That's just how it is. Ask any player you know from the Himalayas. That's what it is. So I'm tired of everybody talking about it. They both were wrong. But he's even more wrong because whether he wanted the child or not, the child is there. And he is going to regret that. Believe me when I say this. He's going to really regret it. Just ask Shaq's father what he thought. I'm just saying. I had to say it with my chest. All right. What's up, y'all? So look, we got to get into who needs a whooping this week. It's so many people on the list. It's honorary mentions, but I can only give it to one. So this whooping of the week goes to Governor Ron DeSantis. Yes, Ron DeSantis. Let me tell you. Now you remember all the rules and bills and regulations he didn't set up in Florida? Well, they ain't barely got anybody that's Latino. Ain't nobody working at the restaurants. Ain't nobody working at the hotels. Ain't nobody doing no gardening, no farming, no construction. Because of him. They was like, no, I no can stay. If you don't want me, I leave. So they left, right? But funny thing is, a few areas of Florida have run out of gas. Yes. But guess who they want to ask for the gas? You want to know? Mexico. You can't make this shit up. He needs a whooping because he wants to ask Mexico, the people you threw out. You want to ask their president, can she please send some gas? You can't make this shit up, people. It's real. It is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. I can say that. So the whooping of the week goes to Ron DeSantis. You deserve it, buddy. Man, it's just a lot. So look, I got a question for you guys. Do you want to die on that hill? No, you're saying, what do you mean? Do you want to die on that hill? There's an age-old debate going on between mostly men. It's a few women, but mostly men. The debate is who is the GOAT in the NBA. Honestly, there's a lot of GOATs, right? But the current one, whether you like it or not, is LeBron James. You can say what you want about the guy, but he's done it all. And people keep saying, well, it took him this many years to do this. Well, guess what? Let's not forget, Jordan didn't make it to the playoffs 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Let's be clear. Y'all forget, because that's the thing, Jordan. LeBron has him. Every time somebody played with LeBron James, he made them better. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's a fact. You don't like the guy because you think he's trying to take something away from Michael Jordan. No one could ever take anything away from Michael Jordan. But then you say Kobe. But how can you really put Kobe in anything when Kobe copied somebody else? He wasn't even himself. He wasn't original. Was he dope? Yeah. But he wasn't original. God rest his soul. He wasn't original at all. He copied his whole game like Mike. Even Mike says it. Like it's cute. His little brother, you know what I'm saying? Copied him. That shit ain't cute. LeBron came in the league with the most scrutiny of any other NBA player in the world ever. Right now, he has the most points. He has over 50,000 points. Do you know how hard that is? Do you know? Well, he played for something years. It took him this many. I don't give a damn. That's like saying, okay, you went to college and then your family came. So you had to stop going to college. But you went back in your 40s. So is that degree less effective or relevant now that you're older? Does that make sense, y'all? Doesn't make sense to me, but y'all trying to make it make sense. It doesn't make sense because guess what? You so busy arguing, talking shit about his son. Honestly, I'm glad to see his son out there playing. Whether you think he's good, bad, or indifferent, whatever it is. This kid almost died. He had a heart attack. The mere fact, even if he's playing in the G League, that he's still playing is huge. But don't sleep on that kid. He went through some things and maybe he was scared in the beginning. But his father is LeBron James. Anything can happen. And people are mad because he got him into the league, even if he did. So fucking what? How many times have white people got their kids into some shit and they didn't know how to do it? I worked with a bunch of them. Their kids were dumb as a box of rocks, but they put them in positions over you, making more money than you, and knew less, way less than you did. Now a black man does this a big thing. Shame on you black people for saying that shit. Because guess what? We've never seen it, and it's amazing. It's dope to see, whether you think the kid deserved it or not. He went second round, 55. And guess what's funny? They show him in the G League, and the guys, you think that he took somebody's place. How could he take somebody's place? The people they put in certain places, they got guys making like 8 points. That ain't too far from where he is. But in the G League, He's doing at least 21 points a game. That's pretty good. To see this kid come back from a heart attack, I don't give a shit what y'all say. He only did this in college. What are your kids doing? That's what I'm saying. Most of your kids probably incarcerated, and that doesn't go by ethnicity. All right, because look at the January Sixers. What are they doing? What they working at Walmart? What are they doing? Just regular stuff? Don't get mad. This kid, he didn't even have to work if he didn't want to. Like his father said, he got companies. He got to work for them. The thing is, let's let this go. Michael Jordan was dope in his time. I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm not even going to take away the fact that Kobe was dope. Even though he emulated MJ, he still was dope. He got beside himself sometimes because of his European attitude, but he still was an amazing athlete. Real talk. But there's no NBA athlete like LeBron James. And the mere fact that you're arguing over stupid shit that's not going to get any of you guys paid, you're missing one of the greatest players of all time. There'll never be another one. I promise you there won't. You say what you want about his kids. You can hate him because you hate him. And the thing he just had with Stephen A., because I know you're going to mention that too, Stephen A. should be quiet. I don't really care for Stephen A. However, what he has accomplished is amazing. All by himself as a black man, that's amazing. Salute to you, sir. But LeBron James had all the right in the world when this guy started to talk about his parenting. Now that's off limits. You can say what you want about the kid is a scrub, this, that, and the other. Say all of that. But you cannot talk about somebody's parenting because he'd go to that too. If you put him and Michael Jordan on who's the better father, let's talk about whose kids ain't going to jail, whose kids ain't on drugs. Okay? Let's be real with that. Even Michael Jordan right now looks crazy. Something's wrong with his liver or something because he got yellow eyes. You ain't see that shit? He black as hell and he's got yellow eyes. That's saying something. Now, while I think Michael Jordan was one of the best that ever did it, I also think Kareem was. I also think Magic Johnson was. I always, Isaiah Thomas. Come on, there's a few. But right now, whether you like it or not, LeBron James is the GOAT, period. No questions, no nothing. You can say whatever you want. He's in his 40s and he's playing at a high level. For over 20 years, no one's done that. Remember, Michael Jordan quit 3 times. 3. So let's just give this man his flowers and get up off of him. Because honestly, is that a hill you want to die on? All right, y'all, I probably didn't talk your ear off enough. In closing, I just want to say this. Our country is going through a bumpy ride. It's okay, though. As long as you know where you stand with everything and you continue to live for your dreams and forget everybody else. There's a lot of chit chatter like around me now, at the little job I work. And people try to create something that's not there. But you know what? I don't care what anybody thinks anymore. I've gotten to an age where I don't give a shit what you think. If you have a problem with me, that's your problem. But I'm going to say what I want to say. And I'm going to do whatever I want to do. One thing I will be is respectful of everyone. But please don't cross me. It won't be good. See, my ancestors, they kind of crazy. No, you can say whatever you want. As long as you don't put your hands on me and stuff, you can say whatever you want. Curse me out, say whatever. I'll keep it pushing because I know the karma that you're going to receive is not going to be attractive. And honestly, what do you get from it? It's nothing. You get nothing from it. So just try to be an all-around good person. I try. I really do. I try to talk to people who I don't talk to if I have to work with them. Even though they try to get over, I'm a bit smarter than they are. It's just crazy. Just be careful out there, y'all. And keep trying to do your best because that's all anyone can ever ask from you. All right? Now, as I always say, you still need to get up. Yeah, you. Get up, get out, and get some, baby!